Hey, how's it going? We are continuing the series where we're taking a look at different projects that was started within Europe. Within this video, we're going to be taking a look at the search engine based in France. As far as I know, but perhaps there's new information. Sometimes they would purchase, sell some of those projects up there for whatever reason. This project is called Qwant. Let's try to understand a little bit more about this project. Qwant is a French search engine that advertises privacy. So some of those important things up there, as well as it is one of the few search engines that has its own search index. Also, like other search engines, it offers special types and or some of the services that would be potentially maps that not necessarily the rest of the search engines has to offer. Let's jump on the company's website and try to understand a little bit better about this project. Let's jump on the company's website and let's take a look at what and how this engine is built. If anything, there are different opportunities available up there, right? And it's for you to decide what company, technology company, since we're looking at different search engines, you would like to do business with. If anything, I would highly recommend constantly reconsider some of those options, some of those changes happening within the market. Perhaps there are alternative smaller projects that you will want to take part in, and depending on again of what kind of problems you're looking to solve or what's been taken away from you, to say the least. In particular, this project is advocating privacy, right? Well, since you can't really feel it, and many people will make an argument, who cares, right? Yes. If you're one of those people, keep doing what you're doing, I guess. If anything, let's take a look at this project based in France and what they are perhaps doing differently. Qwant project doesn't know anything about you, and that changes everything. The way how this project is built is slightly different, right? It's kind of interesting. I'm not supported by any of those projects, right? Perhaps if it's a great project, send me some details, send me a check, I might consider that. Other than that, I'm not supported by any of those. Perhaps in the future, I will release some of the projects. I will gonna do a deep dives into fundamentals on how projects are built. But right now, I'm not supported, right? Qwant does not deal with your privacy, as well as zero tracking of your searches, zero advertising tracking, zero sales of your personal data is something that they are focusing on. For whatever reasons, perhaps a lot of the projects out there operate slightly different, right? Our commitment to help raise an awareness about the value of personal data. At Qwant, we are working to make everyone aware of how valuable their digital data is a priority to help you become an informed internet user, not a product, which is kind of interesting idea. I completely agree with them, by the way, but it's just making that shift, I guess, from having a habit and do you think slightly different compared to the way how you have done things in the past, right? Protecting your personal data means preserving your freedom, your privacy, and your free will. Our proposal, a qualitative alternative that respects your privacy. Zero tracking of your searches, zero advertising tracking, zero sales of your personal data. We know absolutely nothing about you and we don't want to know. All we know is that our knowledge is a chance for you, because it's all again, I can make an argument that there's not necessarily when you are looking for something, it would be easier since they're not collecting anything, if that makes sense. They might offer a lot of solutions, but they don't know any information about you, right? So other projects might be built slightly different, where they would collect a lot of information and they would shove or fetch all kinds of information, where they would build the system slightly different, right? because it allows us to bring your impartial and exhaustive results for each of our searches. After all, we don't know you, but we can show you a lot. So we do have a lot of perhaps partners, businesses, or different kind of solutions when you were to use the search engines, but not necessarily they are collecting a lot of information about you. An index developed in France by the team of Qwant. At Qwant, we have developed a continue to improve our own web index. Our technology, with its own algorithm, is integrated into architecture of the Qwant search engine and allows us to provide you the most exhaustive and impartial information about having to collect your personal data. It's kind of cool, I guess, if it's something that they are doing, they're building their own engine, which can be a challenging thing to do. But there are different projects out there available for any of you who are interested in perhaps taking a look at different projects out there. Time stamps that they have some information out there available online. I believe they have started, from what I can see, to 2011, where they began building this project, and it's been somewhere around 12 years, perhaps just over 12 years. So they have, to say the least, established products of that. So far, they managed to build three different projects. That would be Quantum Search, search engine that doesn't know anything about you, and that potentially changes everything, doing a little marketing everywhere, as well as Quantum Maps, the map services that finds the right addresses and facilitates your travel without tracking you, as well as Qwant Junior, only reliable, secure, and fun search engines designed for children, learning, and their parents' peace of mind. So it's something that they're currently working on. So three different products where, depending again what you're looking for, there's some of those problems that they are looking to solve. What is liked advertising at Qwant Advertising? Une offer pubblicate rispettate della via privata. It has something to do with the privacy of its users, right? It's in French, most likely, right? I don't speak French. uh, Perhaps it's more geared towards if it's. Let me put things into perspective, right? I was taking a look at what it's like to export goods and services to different countries and how hard it can be to get into different markets available up there. Depending again of what kind of products. If you have a lot of wine, or you're looking to sell a lot of wine, and perhaps even, or perhaps you're selling water, and you're perhaps looking to increase your product selection, and you're interested in wine. Either myself, I might be interested in selling within UK wine. I might be interested in reaching out and start doing business with some of our French suppliers, and from there we can progress. Perhaps I would purchase wine, they perhaps purchase water from me. Well, that's the one way to do business. But either way, if I myself might be interested in tackling different markets, where those markets are, how can I enter those markets? That would be potentially just one of those ways, right? There's a lot of information on the website. All of that information is in French. That's the reason, right? There's a user data. The mobile users is about 27. All the rest of the users would be perhaps web browsing users, as well as monthly users. It's in millions, over 200 million users, as well as there's a lot of data, right? So for if it's something that you're interested in, perhaps tackling in different markets, there's different ways how you can enter those markets, right? Different opportunities available for people who are interested, right? People up there who are interested in developing themselves have completed a course. Within this course, I have highlighted 12 different areas, very fundamental areas that I personally believe are very important for any individual to develop themselves when it comes to setting targets, achieving those targets, becoming more productive, effective when it comes to achieving your goals, your dreams, and hopefully becoming more successful. Within those 12 areas, just to perhaps share some of the examples, would be a budget, how to set targets, how to set goals, how to achieve those goals. When it comes to budget, everyone should start with their personal budget and where to begin. From there, progressing perhaps in managing a number of different budgets, what their fundamental course. Some of those things haven't been taught in school, so I personally believe it's very important. Feel free to chat to me if you have any questions. Other than that, you can find it in QR code in the corner or the website below. Some of those projects are very interesting. Perhaps some of those companies might be interested in making a leap, right? So currently, the format that they're working with perhaps would be more like images and text. If they would make a leap into perhaps videos, some of those projects, not necessarily limited to this search engine, perhaps videos would be a next leap, and how those companies can do that and differentiate themselves from competition. That would be interesting thing to see, including France. They might be have interesting things to show, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.